Hi guys, let's get more news about Warriors. But first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade have just delivered a final moment announcement that has the entire basketball world spinning. In a season filled with drama, rumors, and constant uncertainty, no one expected today's development to hit with this kind of impact. The news came out of nowhere. No leaks, no hints, no early warning, just an explosion of information that sent fans rushing to their phones. Reporters scrambling for confirmation and analysts trying to process what this means for the league moving forward. Their Warriors, a franchise known for surprising people when they least expect it, have once again delivered a moment that feels like it could shift the balance of power across the entire NBA. And tonight, as fans react in real time, social media is going absolutely wild. For most of the day, everything around the Warriors felt normal. Practices continued, film sessions were underway, and the team prepared for their upcoming matchups. Stephen Curry was all smiles. Klay Thompson was getting his shots up, and Draymond Green was barking out instructions the same way he always does. But behind the scenes, the front office was cooking up something major. Something so impactful that even players inside the locker room reportedly didn't know what was coming. When the notification finally hit, the reaction said everything. Some fans celebrated, some panicked, and some simply sat there stunned, rereading the announcement to make sure it was real. Their Warriors have never been afraid to make bold moves, but this one might be the boldest in years. Early reports indicate that this final moment shock is connected to major changes within the roster, internal staff, and possibly even a move that sets up a blockbuster trade. Sources close to the organization say this was a decision that had been quietly in development for weeks. But nobody outside the highest level executives had any idea. This wasn't some small tweak. This wasn't a minor adjustment. This was a move designed to send a message across the NBA. Golden State is not done. They are not giving up. They are not stepping aside for the new generation. In fact, they are doubling down on their commitments to win now, to rebuild their identity, and to give Stephen Curry the best possible chance at capturing another championship before his legendary career comes to an end. As the news broke, insiders immediately began scrambling to gather details. Adrian Wojnarowski and Shams Charania dropped rapid-fire updates, each one adding more intensity to the situation. Analysts started calling it a franchise-shifting announcement and one of the biggest late-season surprises in years. Even former players chimed in saying they had never seen something drop this suddenly with this much impact. Their Warriors have done something that instantly puts them back into the center of every conversation in the league. And once again, like they've done so many times before, they've proven that no one should ever underestimate them. Even when the world thinks they're done, they find a way to pull off something extraordinary. Meanwhile, fans in the Bay Area are reacting with pure shock. Chase Center erupted into chaos when the news flashed across the big screens. Some people cheered so loudly that the entire building vibrated. Others gasped, covering their mouths, unable to believe what they had just witnessed. Reporters inside the facility said they could feel the energy shift instantly. Whatever mood the team had earlier completely transformed into something electric, something intense, something hungry. It feels like the kind of moment that becomes a turning point in a season. Their Warriors aren't just making a statement, they're roaring back into relevance with the kind of confidence that made them one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history. Behind the excitement, there's also a sense of urgency. The front office knows the window isn't going to stay open forever. Stephen Curry is still performing at an elite level, but the years are moving quickly. Draymond Green, despite still being the emotional engine of the team, is feeling the mileage of a decade of deep playoff runs. And Klay Thompson has been fighting to rediscover his rhythm after a long stretch of injuries. The franchise understands that every decision matters now more than ever. They can't afford to waste time, and tonight's shocking announcement proves they're willing to take big risks to keep the dynasty alive. Not only did the Warriors shock the league with the news itself, but the timing has also left everyone speechless. Dropping something this massive at the final moment right before an important stretch of games signals that they're trying to create momentum. They're trying to jolt the season back to life. They want the players to feel the pressure, the fans to feel the energy, and the entire organization to sense that something major is brewing. Coaches immediately shifted their tone in press conferences, speaking with more intensity than normal. Players appeared more locked in, more focused, and more determined. The vibes around the team have completely shifted in just a matter of hours. Social media is in absolute meltdown mode. NBA Twitter is filled with non-stop reactions, wild theories, memes, predictions, and emotional breakdowns. Fans from other teams are already speculating how this move could affect their playoff chances. Lakers fans are panicking, wondering if the Warriors might suddenly jump back into contention. Nuggets fans are questioning whether their path to the finals just got more complicated. Even Celtics and Bucks fans are chiming in, saying the Warriors might not be done yet. The reaction has been so explosive that multiple team accounts are now trending, including Stephen Curry's name, the Warriors' name, and the phrase "final moment shock." While the franchise hasn't released every detail yet, insiders claim the move involves a combination of roster restructuring, internal decision-making, and possibly the clearing of salary space to prepare for something even bigger. Some are speculating that this shock could be the opening step toward a blockbuster trade. There have been whispers of the Warriors keeping tabs on several star players around the league, names that could completely change the landscape if Golden State were able to land them. Others believe this surprise has more to do with internal adjustments like coaching staff moves or key personnel changes. Whatever the case, it's clear that this isn't a move made in desperation. It's a calculated strategy. As the night moves forward, players are being asked about their reactions, and many of them are choosing their words carefully. Curry remained calm, but clearly intrigued, saying, "We knew something was coming, but this one hits different." Draymond Green called it a wake-up call, and Klay Thompson simply smiled, saying, "It's going to get interesting." When those three speak in that tone, it means something big is happening. They can feel the shift. They can sense the momentum. And the fans can sense it, too. Outside the arena, supporters are gathering with signs, cheering, and chanting as if the Warriors just pulled off a playoff victory. The energy across San Francisco is electric. Every restaurant, sports bar, and sidewalk filled with fans is buzzing with discussion. And as reports continue to drop, one thing is becoming clear. Tonight's final moment surprise isn't just news. It's a message. A message to the league that the Warriors refuse to fade away. A message to the fans that the franchise is still fighting with everything it has. And a message to the players that the front office believes in this core enough to make bold game-changing decisions. This moment could very well be the turning point that defines the rest of the season. Their Warriors have once again shocked the NBA. They've reminded everyone why you never count out champions, why you never underestimate a team built on resilience, legacy, and heart. And as fans try to process the final moment shock that has shaken the entire league, one thought keeps echoing across social media, across sports talk shows, and across the minds of basketball lovers everywhere. If this is just the beginning, what happens next might be even more unbelievable.